Did Thanksgiving start as celebrations after massacring native villages? Short answer, not exactly, but the truth is still violent and uncomfortable. There were multiple days of Thanksgiving declared by European colonists, and some of them absolutely were connected to massacres and war victories over native people. The most documented example is the 1637 Mystic Massacre in 1637. English colonists and their native allies burned a Pequot village, killing somewhere between 400 and 700 men, women, and children. Governor John Winthrop of the Massachusetts Bay Colony then declared a Day of Thanksgiving to celebrate the victory. So yes, some early colonial Thanksgiving celebrations were connected to massacres. But this is not the origin of the holiday Americans celebrate today. This is a separate event that later activists pointed to as evidence of colonial violence. What about the first Thanksgiving story, Pilgrims and Wampanoag sharing a meal? What's true? In 1621, the Pilgrims in Plymouth held a 3-day harvest feast. The Wampanoag people were present, but they were not invited. They arrived because they heard gunfire and thought the colony might be under attack. The relationship between the Pilgrims and Wampanoag was tense and based on survival, not friendship. What's false? It wasn't the first Thanksgiving. Colonists had several earlier. It wasn't a national tradition. It wasn't a yearly holiday. It wasn't the peaceful unity story presented in school books. Did Abraham Lincoln make Thanksgiving an official holiday? Yes, this part is true. In 1863, during the Civil War, Lincoln declared Thanksgiving a national holiday. His purpose? Unify a fractured nation during wartime. It had nothing to do with Native Americans. The modern holiday was shaped by Lincoln and later by advertisers, textbook writers, and cultural nostalgia. So what's the honest truth? Not the myth, not a peaceful, magical dinner of unity, not started because of massacres. Not a simple, white people celebrated killing Native Americans origin, but also not innocent. Colonial days of Thanksgiving tied to massacres absolutely existed. Violence and dispossession were the broader reality of native colonist relations. The first Thanksgiving story is a sanitized, romanticized version of a much darker history. What we celebrate today. Lincoln's 1863 holiday transformed into a family tradition, completely disconnected from the actual events of the 1600s. If you want it in one blunt sentence, the U.S. Thanksgiving holiday isn't directly founded on massacres, but early colonial Thanksgivings did celebrate violent victories over native people, and the popular story of harmony is mostly myth. Lincoln later reinvented it for national unity. As we sit with the real history, may we honor the native nations whose lives, land, and legacy were forever altered. May every soul lost to violence be held in peace, and may the wounds carried through generations find the healing they were denied in life. And for all of us living now, may this day be a reminder to pause, to breathe, and to be grateful for the fragile, temporary gift of being human. Gratitude doesn't erase the past, but it can shape who we choose to become. So today, may we walk with awareness, with compassion, and with reverence for the stories that came before us. Wishing you a Thanksgiving rooted in truth, in healing, and in a deeper appreciation for every moment we're given.